Good Nights with Bridget Hustwaite on Triple J.
One thing that I wanted to raise, because you shared a really lovely note when you dropped Get Your Wish, and there was a message in there with what seemed like one of the turning points for you was when you were back listening to new music and how it made you feel.
Yeah, for me, like one thing that definitely kept me going was that just transcendent feeling of listening to new music. When something just moves you and hits you in that right way, it's like there's nothing like it. And you know, as musicians, you never get to hear your own song for the first time, save for some crazy head trauma. You hear it in iterations, you hear it over the course of 80, 90 hours of developing it. And so sometimes you lose perspective on what your music might sound like to other people. So I try to bear in mind my own favorite music, the way it touches me. Surely it's done that for someone else, and that alone is worth the sort of the trials of it all. So
dude, honestly, like on the text line, whenever I am on the show or when I do play your song or if someone's requesting it, your music this year has got a lot of people through lockdown in Australia.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for telling me.
Legit. I'm like, and this isn't even to toot your horn, this is legit, and why, you know, you're on this show tonight, because the requests that come through when you did the stream of the Secret Sky Festival, people like, you know, were up, that was middle of the night for us, and people were so excited to, you know, tune into that and hear your return. So yes, people feel that about your music.
Yeah. I can't always feel it, you know, because it develops so slowly. But man, I have to say, Australia has been so good to me. Like over the years, it's been such a. Oh, first of all, I miss your coffee so much. Like,
yeah.
And I'm drinking Starbucks every other day. I like, especially in Melbourne, which is where you are, right? I miss the coffee so much. But also, like, I miss the fans. I miss the people. It's just like, I think about Australia all the time. And like, and with my last project that I did, Virtual Self, the ultimate tragedy to me is that there was an Australian festival run scheduled and all the headliners pulled out at the same time. Not me, but the big ones did, and the whole thing got canceled. So it's been years and years. I think 2016 was the last time I went. So my heart is breaking over that. 2017, I think, maybe.
It's been too long.
I'm so grateful to everyone who stayed up late to watch Secret Sky. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a really special thing. But let's dive into your playlist. Let's start with the new song that you're listening to that you think everyone is sleeping on. And this artist is so low-key online.
Yeah, so this song, which is called Honey, I Just, when I first added it to like my rotation, I saw it had like maybe 1,000 plays, but it's not because I'm this super genius at finding new music. It's because the artist himself actually sent it to me. And I was like, this is like quite cool. But then I forgot about it for like a month or so. And he sent me another song and I was listening to that and I was like, wait, I want to hear that last one again. And it was the second or third listen where I was like, wait, this is my favorite song in the world right now. And I don't feel that very often. So to everyone listening, listen to it this time and maybe save it and maybe listen again like tomorrow and the next day. Because I sent it to my younger brother too, whose music taste I respect. Like I have the utmost respect for his taste. And he was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And then like 2 days later, he's like, dude, I'm crying to this song right now. He's like, I finally get what it is about.
Cool. All right. So Wiley Hopkins and Honey, I Just. Now we're going to check out your next track, which is your curveball pick. So this is a song that you don't think people would expect you to be loving. And this is a local for us, right?
Wait, really? Is Leotrix from Australia?
Yeah. Australian artist Leotrix.
Wow, I did not know that. So I don't know too much about Leotrix, and I didn't know if this was a curveball or not. It kind of depends on where you are in the sort of lore of my life. Like, because I did do really EDM, and like even dubstep years ago. and like bass music. And I think I did a poll on Twitter recently, and I asked my audience, like, am I EDM, yes or no? And people said yes, but I don't see it that way. I'm at peace with it. I don't really see what I do as EDM, especially nowadays. But me and my friends in this group called Wave Dash, who have also done a good bit of like dubstep in the past. We have a text thread called Dubstep Vibe Check because like I sort of fell off the like bass music wagon for a while, and it's pretty far from what I'm interested in right now. But whenever something does strike my ear, I'll like text it to them like, you guys are my dubstep friends. Like, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? And so this track, Emo Boy 303 by Leotrix, was a thumbs up, I think, from all of us. We were like, there's I guess a bit of a melodic wave happening in like dubstep right now. And we all thought this track was cool.
He's gonna flip out. He follows you on Instagram, I saw. So if he hears this, he's gonna
shout out to Leotrix. Yeah, I've heard a couple Leotrix tracks that I think are really cool. And credit Wave Dash for getting me sort of back into like dubstep. But like in a low key way. Remember, this is the curveball.
Low-key dubstep, here for it. All right, well, we have got the new song on repeat to finish up with, and I think this is one that you're pretty passionate about.
Yeah, so this next one is Dion by The Japanese House featuring Justin Vernon of Bon Iver. And like this is like a kind of a dream collab for me. I like all the Dirty Hit stuff. I really like Japanese house. But Justin Vernon, like Bon Iver, is like top 3 all time for me. And everything about the song, the chord progression, the melodies, the lyrics, like the really sort of beautiful but hazy, not even hazy's not the right word, like chaotic and kind of, the sort of chaotic chorus. I love how messy this whole chorus is. It's like, it's got the shape of a perfect pop song, but quite messy. And that's just like exactly my taste. I love something that sounds like it's flickering between your ears and you can't quite make it all out on the first listen, but it's earnest and heartfelt and sincere and beautiful. And like, there's a real temptation with all the despair that there is in the world to kind of resign to this ironic affectation and, this way of relating to the world, like you're above it or not part of it, or like nothing you do matters. And I try to resist that, and I try to make that come through in my music. Like, this life does count, and the things that you do really count, and the ways that you affect the people around you have these lasting effects in the world. And so like I can't do anything other than kind of bear my heart on my sleeve with my music, because like I want to use my breath and my time carefully to say what I mean and say what I feel and say it with a full-heartedly. So I love any music like that. That's so sincere. It makes me feel
warm and fuzzy.
Yeah, and warm and fuzzy too. I love it.
Good Nights with Bridget
on Triple J.